and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert's Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. Alright, CFL Week 21, the final week of the regular season. In Week 20, I was 3-1 straight up picks, 2-2 against the spread, 3-1 on the over-under, which brings me to a year-to-date of 33-17. Remember, I started in Week 8. Against the spread, 26-24, over-under, 32-18. Which brings me an overall of 60.6%. I'm happy with that. Alright, so the first game we have the Montreal Alouettes, 9-8, versus the Ottawa Red Blacks, 3-4. Montreal has nothing to play for. There's no reason for them to even play this game. They already have a first-round matchup with Edmonton. They're locked in for that. They're hosting that crossover game. This year, Montreal beat Ottawa 36-16, and then Ottawa won 30-27. I love when these numbers call me in about student loans and shit that I don't have. It's just like, people, get over your fucking self. Like, I'm going to answer if I don't know the number. And then you leave like a 1-second voicemail. Is that fucking retarded or not? I mean, come on now, people. Delete, get off my phone, don't ever call me again because I don't know who you are and I don't want to talk to you. Alright, so Montreal is favored by 9.5. Again, they have no reason to play this game because they're not changing their playoff seeding. But I am going to take Montreal to win. It is a good confidence booster going into the playoffs. I do have Ottawa covered the 9.5. I think it'll be a field goal game. I'm taking over on the 51. Next up, we have the Edmonton Eskimos, who are 89, versus the 12-5 Saskatchewan Roughriders. Edmonton does have the crossover already locked up. Now, Saskatchewan. They need to win. Home field advantage, first round bye. If they lose, they need to have Calgary lose. Otherwise, Calgary will have the number 1 seed in the first round bye because they hold the tiebreaker. 2 games so far this year. Saskatchewan, this is the second game for them too, sorry. Saskatchewan won the first game 27-24. Saskatchewan is 7-1 at home. They are favored by 7.5. Again, they need momentum going into the playoffs. I think especially if they win this to get the first round bye, they want to go into that bye with a win. So I have them winning, covering, and over on the 47.5. Next up, we have the Toronto Argonauts, 4-13, versus the Hamilton Tiger Cats, who are 14-3. Again, no reason to play this game. Hamilton's already locked up, first round bye week. Now again, momentum, getting that win going into the bye week is important. Hamilton has beat Toronto twice this year, 64-14 and 38-27. They are favored by 13.5. I have them winning, covering, and over on the 53.5. Tiger Cats are on fire. El Flago going into the playoffs. Next up, we have the Calgary Stampede, 11-6, versus the 5-12 British Columbia Lions. The first game of the year, these two played. Calgary won 36-32. Now, if Saskatchewan wins, first round bye, home field advantage, done. If Saskatchewan loses, Calgary needs to win, and then they get the first round bye, home field advantage. And then whoever, between Calgary and Saskatchewan, whoever has the worst record of those two faces Winnipeg in the first round, and then the other one's first round bye. Calgary is favored by 16.5. I got them winning. I got them covering. Picking over on the 46. So then I have Saskatchewan with the bye week next week, and then we have Montreal versus Edmonton, and then Winnipeg versus Calgary in the road to the Grey Cup. The 107th annual Grey Cup. So stay tuned to Robert Sports Show for the playoff preview next week. As always, thanks for watching Robert Sports Show. Make sure you check out the NCAA preview for this week, the NFL preview for this week, and if you're pro wrestling fans, Ring of Honor, United Honor Tour from the UK over the weekend. 3 shows. I get the best 10 matches from that. I got the MLW, Major League Wrestling, their first ever pay-per-view on Fight TV this Saturday. Saturday Night Super Fight, I got that preview coming up, as long as Crown Jewel for WWE, which is going to happen on Halloween Day, 1 p.m. Eastern Time here in the States. It's live from Saudi Arabia. Anyway, as always, thanks for watching the Robert Sports Show, and just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Urban Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports channel content.